these activities. The reason is the implementation teams only knows very well comparing to support project team. Why? Because this person is traveling with this project since last 9 months or 1.5 years or 2 years. So there is a chance the implementation team will knows very well regarding the once we received any incidents and all. So as per my experience, even I participated so many PGLS and hypercare support projects also. Okay. And once it is done, so later our support project is started. So it means in implementation project already we are doing all these testings and we will hand over to the system to the end users, like we will hand over to the business, and business starts using the SAP system for making their day-to-day business transactions or the invoices or whatever it is. Again, while they are using the SAP system, if they are getting any errors or if they are getting any bugs or any issues, so they need to raise as a incident or task or bug. Again, we have different type of incidents in support project. So it means in support project we are here, and once we received the any incident, let's say for example if it is a configuration change or if it is a some new functionalities we need to implement it, and again here also CR comes into picture, change request. So we need to convert our incident into change request, and again within the change request, so we are doing our modifications in the development system by configuration changes. And again, once we are moving our changes from development to quality system, so in quality system, the users, the business users need to done by the UAT, like user acceptance testing. And once user is satisfied and once user is okay, so then finally we are moving our changes to P01 system. Then again here I am explaining very detailed manner how we are moving TRs from one system to another system, like from development to quality and from development to production. So even those videos I uploaded in our YouTube channel also. Still anyone have any doubts regarding this TR movements? So please go through that videos, 5 videos, the system landscape videos, then you will understand very well. And here in support project you can see, so we have only user acceptance testing. Okay. And even in support project, some of the times what happened, so there is no standard solution in the SAP. So at that time, that incident, even we are going with enhancement also. Okay. So at that time, so apart from UAT, even we need to perform the regression testing also here. So it means in support project, in real-time working environment, so we have UAT and as well as we have regression testing also. Okay. And finally the data migration project. So this one is not important. Yeah. And where it comes to the enhancement project. So where it comes to enhancement project, okay, where it comes to enhancement project, so definitely in enhancement also we need to do user acceptance testing and the regression testing also. Regression testing is the must and should in enhancement project. Why? So we know enhancement, like we are implementing some new functionalities in the system based on the business requirement. So this business requirement, by implementing this new functionality, already the existing functionality in the system, is there any effect is happened or not? We need to cross check that existing functionality also. And this testing we are called as regression testing. Then my question is, who is performed by the UAT testing from here or here? So regression testing is performed by the development team, and sometimes maybe regression testing performed by the business team also. Very rare projects I saw in my earlier experience. But most of the cases, regression testing is performed by the development team only. But where it comes to UAT, performed by the users in support project and as well as in enhancement project. But where it comes to UAT in implementation project, performed by the testing team or the design team or the business team or the end users or the power users or the super users. So likewise, we can see in testing approaches as per my experience. So we can see these type of things we need to know in the testings in SAP environment. And one more very important point. So here in implementation project, so we need to discuss this point also. UAT. So I explained very clearly like how the unit testing we are performed and how the functional testing we performed and how the integration testing is performed. But how we will perform the UAT testing? So UAT testing, so the first of all, who is performed? Testing team or the business team or the end users, different peoples. But the point is here for UAT, so we need to plan first of all. We have some UAT testing plan, and based on that, we need to segregate the test scenarios. So before test scenarios, we need to do some testing strategy also. Testing strategy here and later testing scripts, and even we are going with testing scenarios, and even we are going with test cases, and finally we need to maintain the final result, whether the test case is passed or not. So likewise, while we are doing the UAT, so here we need to maintain the different type of documentations also. Each and everything like UAT plan, we have the document in Excel, and testing strategy, we have the document testing strategy, and even test cases also we have the document in Excel, and even the test results also we need to submit to the clients, especially in the MS Word format. So likewise, where it comes to UAT, this plays the key role in the testing approach. And if you are part of testing team in any implementation project, so you need to know these are all things very detailed manner. Okay, where it comes to our offline session, so I will try to show you these are all documents and all. Okay, so not for online members, so offline session, so I will try to show you some of the documents what I worked earlier in my experience, those things also. So likewise, this is the complete things regarding to the testing project in the real-time working environment. So we need to understand testing in the different types of projects like implementation project, support project or enhancement project, And we need to understand what are the different types of testings we can see in the SAP environment, like unit testing, functional testing, integration testing, and even the UAT testing and the performance testing and the regression testing. Those are all things. And again, these testings, how we will perform in the real-time projects. And these are all things we need to know. So anyone have any doubts regarding this topic, the testing topic?
No, sir, from my end.
Okay. So Mani or Vijay.
Yeah, no
No,
doubts.
sir, no.
So still you have any doubts regarding the testing? So again, this session I will try to upload in my YouTube channel also. Okay. So please go through that video. So once this session is completed, today or tomorrow, I will try to upload this concept in my YouTube channel also. Please go through that 1 or 2 times or 3 or 4 times, and please try to understand what is this testing approaches and what is these different types of testings, and in each project, like what kind of testings we need to follow, and exactly on which system, and what is the system landscape, and these are all things you need to try to understand. And if you have any doubts or queries, so please ask me. I will be available always in my WhatsApp. Okay. So then I will close this session. So I'm
Yeah,
not,
sir.
yeah,
Actually, testing team is in a separate team there, na.
yes.
Yeah, that implementation project and supporting project also we our end only we test the project and go live also.
Mm-hmm. See here the point is, please try to understand, the separate testing team will be maintained only in the implementation project, not the support project. Where it comes to support project, UAT performed by the users itself. It means in support project, what happened? We received one incident. Okay. So we are working, developer is working the development system, D01 system, and later he is moving to quality system, and he is asking UAT to the user directly. There is no testing team in the support project. Okay. So here UAT performed by the one point is the user who raised this incident and who is getting this problem in the SAP system. And sometimes even the business team is there, especially for product based companies. So there is a business team always. So even some projects I can see in my experience, especially the product based companies. So EAT performed by the business team also, but we don't have separate team for support project scenarios. We have separate team only in the implementation project. Okay, and that too, that separate testing team will not perform all the testings. Unit testing performed by the development team itself. Functional testing is performed by the business team, design team. And where it comes to integration testing and UAT testing, these two is different. So maybe integration testing performed by the testing team, separate testing team, or maybe integration testing is performed by the business team. And UAT, again, we have different teams, like UAT performed by the separate testing team or separate business team and separate users or whatever it is. And again, one more point here, these approaches and all, I will be considered into one big project. Like in my project, we have different teams, like the design team or the build and configuration team or the testing team. These are all things. But this principle, I cannot say we can applicable to mini project also. I explained very clearly earlier what do you mean by big project and what do you mean by mini project. So where it comes to mini project, maybe these are all testings performed by the developer itself. It means we cannot maintain separate testing team in the mini project. Why? Because the client is very small and the project is very small. and we are implementing only 1 or 2 companies. And already I told you in mini project, we cannot see different types of teams like design team, build team, testing team, data migration team. No. Mini project only we have one team. We have only 1 or 2 consultants from the different functions like finance, SD, MM, PP. So those consultants only will perform the design activities, will perform the build activities, and will perform the testing activities, will perform the data migration activities, and will perform the PGLS activities. All activities performed by the single team. So even in my experience, I worked with so many mini projects also. Even in real-time working environment, you will be working big projects, and simultaneously you will be part of mini project also. How these things is happened already I explained. Anyway, I will explain one more time. So here I am working with one big company like Coca-Cola. Okay. And here the Coca-Cola, we know this is the very big client and a big project, and we are implementing this one currently in SAP S4 HANA. And apart from that, sometimes what happened, this Coca-Cola company is buying one small company or acquiring one small company. So this cases, we cannot disturb the main project. I can say big project. So for this small company also, we need to implement SAP S4 HANA. But the concept is here we are creating one mini project, and we will be assigning this work into whoever working in the big client. Some of the members we are taking, and those persons we are clubbing into here, and this project we are tagging into that mini project team members. So the point is, while we are working with the real-time environment, I said from the day one onwards, we need to work multiple projects at a time, especially in the agile methodology or especially in the activate methodology in the SAP S4 HANA environment. Why? We are working with releases approaches, especially for big clients, and we are working with sprints approaches, especially for big clients. So at a time 2 or 3 releases we are working, and at a time 2 or 3 sprints we are working. And out of that, even I explained very clearly, like in every implementation project we have different phases like plan preparation, project preparation, or fit analysis, design phase, or build configuration phase, or test phase, cutover, go live. See, these are all things we can see in the different, we can see at a time in the multiple releases and multiple sprints also. Okay, so I hope you understood my question, but the point is learning SAP or learning real-time projects is very, very easy. That is my final word. But working with real-time projects and working with understanding of the real-time project environment in the SAP, it's little bit complex. Learning with SAP, it's very easy. Even so many candidates and so many members who is watched my YouTube videos earlier, so they are called me and they are telling to me directly, sir, I'm learning so many real-time projects. Even yesterday also I got one call from one lady, and she said, sir, I'm learning SAP FICO since last 4 years, and in the 4 years of time, so I learned with 4 trainers. And even she said like she is attended the real-time projects more than 6 members, like more than 6 trainers, but still she didn't get the job. So at that time I will try to convince her, no, so you need to learn so many things in the real time. Then she said to me like, no, I know everything in the SAP. She is not accepted my words also. Then I am asking some questions. In implementation project, in support project, I asked nearly 6 questions. So out of 6, she never responded even one question also. Then again she said, sir, no, these questions is not required and these things is not required. I know everything in SAP. So then I'm little bit shocked. So in the span of this much of years of experience, even I'm also know very less percentage, 10 to 20% only. I cannot say I know 100% in SAP. No, I know only 10 to 15%, not more than that. But within the 10 to 15%, I know like how I will be working in the different type of projects and how I will try to understand the different business processes, or how I will understand the different way of working or different way of ticketing tools in the market. So these are all things I know. But she felt like she knows everything, but that is the main reason only she will not get the job since last 4 years. Okay, so why I'm explaining these are all points. The thing is the way we are adapting the working procedure in SAP, the way we are adapting the different types of projects or different types of working policies or different types of business processes or different types of business clients working environment. That is the main feature. That is the main function we know like we have being a consultant. Okay, so then I will close this testing session, so then we will try to explain the complete implementation project session.